Good morning. Good morning. Today is day 42 of Moving Mountains Beneath My Feet. This is episode 21. And it always surprises me every time that I get up and do my routine and I'm on the way here and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I really don't. I don't have a set agenda and I just start walking and I just allow it to come to me, whatever it is. I feel like I'm getting better and better at channeling whatever message is in me that I want to share. And I'm reminded that, yesterday, the last few days have been just a dream for me. Been practicing, trying to be more present and just being with other people that matter to me. And, excuse me. And I was reading about the longest standing study on happiness in the world, determined that, and I don't have that study, I can't quote it, so maybe I'll put it in the notes or something when I find it. But it determined that the leading factor, the thing that mattered the most in life, that made the biggest difference in happiness for people was, and obviously they asked older people, excuse me, and that factor was the quality of your relationships. And so I can see how that makes sense, right? At the end of your life, you went through all of your entire life. You did all the things that you did your career, maybe you raised children, you had a spouse, maybe more than once. You just went through life. And at the end of your life, what mattered the most was, and what contributed to your happiness the most was the quality of the relationships that you kept and you had. And I can definitely see that, knowing from my own family, my own dad who has had a long life, and he's got some great relationships, but he's also, made some mistakes in his life, and he deeply, deeply regrets those things. And he lets me know that a lot. And some of the other older people that I've talked to, they've echoed some of the same things. And so why, in our younger years, do we elevate all of these other things? If we can look at the data, we can look at the numbers, we can look at, what really matters in the end, right? Look, let's say you knew you only had a week left to live, right? Would your fucking career really matter to you that much? Would the things that you worry about on a day-to-day basis really matter that much? What would matter is spending time and living experiences with the people that matter to you. And so I just want to refocus my attention and anyone who's listening to give perspective, right? It's like we don't have to be on our deathbed. We don't have to be staring at death in the face or having lived a full life before we realize, like, hey, there's some things that really hold more weight in our lives, and we should not neglect them, and we should take care of them, and we should nurture them, and we should invest in the people in your life that matter to you. And for the longest time, before I got to Puerto Rico and before I really started getting really vulnerable with others, I tended to not invest so much in relationships, right? As like I was very much a lone wolf, very much alone on my own, self-sufficient, and I didn't reach out to people. I didn't let them know I was thinking about them. I didn't talk to them often. I have some really great friends that, unfortunately, I haven't been that good of a friend to, and I really want to reach back out to them. I grew up with them. They're great humans. They're great people. And I know that the friendship mattered to them, and I just never put in the right effort to just stay in touch with them. And now, living the way that I'm living now, I definitely understand the difference in the value. My life is so beautiful because of the people in my life, right? When most of the other things that I'm working on in my life are not exactly where I would like them to be, I have these beautiful people to lean on and these beautiful relationships that really enhanced my life. And so I'm just thinking out loud right here and wanting to share this, that the people in your life that are there for you, that laugh with you, that you light up when you see them, that have been through shit with you, they really matter. They really do. And when we're so focused on, making money or doing the day-to-day or any of the other things that in the grand scheme of things are not as significant as these relationships, and we can let them go by the wayside, we can let them kind of deteriorate or go stagnant, right? It's like you can pick up with certain people a month later and like nothing happened, right? Like nothing, like you weren't missing, you didn't miss a beat. But what would be the tragedy if, you didn't have that month left with that person, right? For any number of circumstances. And so I just want to encourage anyone listening to reach out to anyone that comes to mind when you're thinking of, when I'm talking about this, anyone who you think of, just reach out and let them know that you're thinking of them. Say hi to them. Check in on them. You might be surprised to know where they're at in life, because people don't always share where they are, right? And so I just found that interesting, and I feel that's aligned with how I'm living right now and prioritizing my life. Is like the relationships in my life are really the most important thing to me, and everything else comes second and third, because I know the value of them and in being alone as well. I had to pause my talk here, so I'm probably gonna be off a little bit. But anyway, yesterday I got to spend time with all these different people that really matter to me deeply, and I had such a great day. And it's really my best days. If I look over the last year, my best days have been with people that just really deeply matter to me. And so that's my message for today. I just wanted to share this that was on my heart about the study, and to encourage you to really prioritize the relationships in your life if you truly want to be happy, because there's been millions of people who've lived before us, and while the study wasn't millions of people, I think the examples of others and the learnings from others is very valuable, in that at the end of your life, and if your life is being cut short, what really comes to mind is the other people in our lives and the people that we love and care about. And so don't let other things get in the way of your relationships that truly matter to you. And with that, I'm going to cut this one short. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed, wonderful day today. Thanks for listening.